boy Dre. This is my homie Tone, my co-host, and our guest co-host, Jer, ASAP Jer. Follow her on IG.
It's not ASAP Jer.
She be on Tinder. And speaking of Tinder,
Drake loves trying to be out there. He's throwing me.
He's trying to put her out there.
He really is. Like, she be on Tinder. Okay.
let me stop. So, speaking of Tinder,
you live your life, Jer.
Yes, I'm living my single life. That's what I'm doing. I'm single and I've been single for years and I'm going to keep it that way. Shit.
So, ever since the sort of pandemic, I felt like it's been a huge increase on people getting on dating apps. Now, I'm against dating apps for several reasons, but I want to know y'all opinion, y'all feelings, y'all thoughts on dating apps. And you like the veteran out here, you be all on all the dating apps, Tinder, BLK. What made you even get on a dating app?
All right, so I'm going to go all the way back. So the very first dating app I was on was POF. That was years ago.
What the hell POF stand for?
Plenty of fish. Basically, plenty of fish in the sea, right?
Goddamn.
I didn't like it. It was a little ghetto. You know, everybody named Mama was on there. I mean, I seen people that I knew. I saw family members. I seen everybody. I said, ooh, I don't like this. So I got off POF and then tried, Badoo. Then I elevated to Tinder and Bumble, BLK. There used to be one called Soul Swipe. That didn't last long.
Damn, you know all of them.
Oh, I was, yeah. I guess you could call me. I was on them all. And then the most recent one was Facebook dating because it's already linked to your Facebook account, right? So you don't have to go on a separate app to, look at matches and talk to people. You can just go right on your Facebook.
Wait a minute. You didn't know about the dating?
You didn't know about Facebook dating?
Hell no.
Some people don't still.
It's right there at the bottom.
I know.
It just popped up at the bottom. I was like, what the
I've never seen that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I never meandered through or nothing like that. But I did it. I swear to God.
Yeah.
But go ahead. If I did, I would tell you.
So
Ain't no shame in my
Facebook dating it's right to your Facebook. You do have to sign up, but it's a little heart on the bottom of the where your notification is. So you can sign up and stuff like it's just like any other dating app. So that's the one that I most recently on.
Now, question. Have you ever met somebody off of a dating app?
Mm-hmm.
And if so, how many times and how did it go?
So, at first, I've met people locally in Pittsburgh, but honestly, I don't want to date anyone in Pittsburgh. So, I expanded my preferences
Ohio?
Outside Ohio.
So, you in Madrid, Ohio?
Or meet halfway. It depends. It depends on how I'm feeling the person.
You looking for love, huh?
I was. And
Ain't that what you there for?
Yeah, I mean... Some people, yes.
Some type of companionship.
Absolutely. And I'm okay with doing a long distance, depending on how far. And depending on how the connection is and how, we both mesh. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with me.
So how'd it go when you met old boy or old boys?
Well,
I'm gonna drink to it.
So
let me take a shot to this first. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
My most recent experience.
How recent?
What is this? This is March. No, not a week ago. Trade. In January, I had met someone who lived in Ohio, but he said to me, "Oh, I could come, down to Pittsburgh." But anyone who knows me knows I don't have my own place. I still stay with my mom. And I don't want nobody coming over unless we like that. My mom doesn't care, but he's a new person. I don't know him.
Right.
So, I don't want nobody coming over, my house, me and my mom and, stuff like that. So I said I didn't mind doing the drive. And Cleveland was only 2 hours away from Pittsburgh. But that date went by great. However,
it's Cleveland.
He married.
No. He was single.
You messy as fuck.
I'm like, there's a butt coming.
No, he was single, and there is a butt. He's crazy. He's crazy, and that's the thing. You don't know
bipolar crazy.
Yeah,
type?
So how long did this go on? Like you met him, and when did you know he was crazy? The first day?
Until I met up with him.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know, and everything that was crazy was he blindsided me because we were having those conversations every day on the phone, text, video, chat. I mean, everything. So he wasn't a catfish. He was real. He knew what he wanted. He said, I want a commitment, relationship that'll lead to marriage. I'm like, all right, you're talking my language, Let's see how this goes. And we met up after the holiday. I remember it like it was yesterday. And made plans. He even helped me pay for my gas and all that stuff. I mean, he knew how to treat a woman.
He bought you bundles?
No. I mean, we didn't get that far. No. He did great. And, had a great first date and all that stuff. But it wasn't until the next day where he just, flipped out on me for no apparent reason.
About what?
It was
She
like...
put out.
Wait, what?
You put out.
No. He flipped out on me because one of
You ain't taking back too fast.
Hold on.
Go ahead a second.
Go ahead.
Damn. So one of my good friends, one of my girlfriends actually lived in the area. And I had told her previously, hey, I'm on my way up there. Maybe we can link up, afterwards. I'm seeing, someone here. She's like, okay, cool. Let me know. And I had told him ahead of time on my way up there, like, hey, I know a friend that's up there. Maybe I can go see her. He was all right with it until I actually tried to go see her. He was, pissed off at me. I'm like, I still don't know why to this day. And he just, flipped and was like, oh, I never knew somebody would, I never had somebody come all the way up here to see me and then go see somebody else.
That sounds possessive.
And controlling.
Like controlling.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was deeper than me going to go see a friend of mine. He had some serious type of issues. Somebody leaving him, some abandonment.
So he ain't showed none of this when y'all was texting. Y'all FaceTime?
Yeah.
And he showed no signs of this?
No.
Nigga, what do you expect? You're on a text. You're FaceTiming. How long?
Because
we're adults now. How long you sit? What's your longest conversation with your shorty?
Look, 2 hours.
2 hours.
Ask him.
But you ain't. He could probably hold it in for 2 hours.
That's true.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You can fake the fuck for 2 hours, man. And then when you hang up, he's over there pacing, running around, putting holes in the walls, talking about this.
That's true.
She's leading me on.
No, that's true.
But
I feel like it depends on how long you talk to somebody. Say you texting, FaceTime, on the phone with them for say 3 weeks. You can get some sort of signs like, I don't know, they're a little weird, they're a little strange. That motherfucker must be Denzel, because he one hell of an actor.
No.
I'm telling you, I mean...
Because that's some crazy ass shit. I can see if, you text him one day, maybe you ain't text back too fast. He's like, yo, where was you at? Or maybe you ain't calling right back, and he's, complaining. You like, what the fuck? But if everything's squeaky clean, he ain't showing no red flags, and then you see him, and then the second time you up there, now he got a problem. Yeah. Unless that was one hell of a first date.
But hold up now. Flip it. Flip everything you just said. Yeah. So say if they text back too fast, talking about where was you at? Where was this? Why do you have so much available time to talk to me and you over there? And you're supposed to be an adult. Handling business. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
that's why I don't fuck with
you feel me? You gotta be able to separate the shit.
Now, how long did you cut him off from that time? Was it immediately after that or what?
So, actually, he cut me off. After that.
That's
I'm serious. Y'all, he cut me off. He was so mad at me. He kind of low-key kicked me out of his house. I'm not lying to y'all. I remember it was yesterday. And it hurt my feelings because it's I'm not the type of female you do that to. You know what I mean? I'm really the most chill, calm, laid back. Jim, y'all know me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm the sweetest person you ever meet.
Yeah.
You don't have to kick me out. You don't gotta kick me out. You know what I'm saying? So if anything, not to brag, I be having dudes want me to stay. Just to, chill.
Just to be around.
Just to be around because I have that type of vibe and stuff. But he cut me off. I felt some type of way because I'm like, dang. And this is something that I do naturally. And a lot of women do this too. We automatically put the blame on ourselves. And I was like, damn, well, maybe if I wouldn't have said I'm going to go see my friend, he wouldn't have acted like that.
I'm going to tell you something. Now, one, I'm going to ask you and tell you something. Now, one, after that happened, did it discourage you from wanting to go back on dating apps?
Yep.
And then two, I feel like a lot of people, you may feel like, damn, was it me? Nah, don't know them red flags. Every time, somebody think they crazy, 9 times out of 10, you like, yo, am I tripping? Is it me? No, it's them.
Yeah.
So,
and
don't try to, lower your standards or feel like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Nah, that motherfucker was crazy.
He was very crazy. But he hid it very well because I did not know that. Excuse me. I did not know he would act like that off of something so small. You would have thought I told him I'm gonna see another dude or something like that. Or
but even if you did, that's not your nigga.
Exactly. True. That's very true. That is very true.
And this is the first encounter. Like
it's the first encounter.
How you want? If you actually on the first encounter, just think if y'all was really together, or was really chilling. Like what's his name on The Perfect Guy? On
Michael Ealy. Yeah.
So
he was nuts.
Now, how long did it take you to get back on the app? Like,
I had met him off of Facebook dating. And you have the option either, of course, delete the app or take a break. Yeah. So I had deleted it altogether, and you know, she's like, I'm just gonna, you know, focus on myself and just chill. Mm-hmm. But then, you know, what I do like about the dating apps is it is entertainment. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing who's, you know, here and there swiping left and right. You know, just to see what comes out of it. You know,
you be seeing a lot of people you know on there.
So with Facebook dating, you don't see your friends. You're not, so you don't see your Facebook friends.
What about Tinder?
Now Tinder, I saw people, I ain't gonna say about Tinder. I used to see people's boyfriends on Tinder. And that's why I didn't like Tinder, because I mean, all dating apps do this, but Tinder was one where I saw a lot of guys that I knew who were with women or, you know, had girlfriends, staying with their baby mom, whoever the case may be. So I'm like,
did anyone try to pursue you?
No.
So now, after your little experiences, are you still for dating apps or are you against them?
I'm 50-50, honestly. So for me personally, I like the dating apps because I don't go out that much and meet people. And I'm not the type of person to just go up to a guy that I'm interested in and try and start a conversation with him. I'm very introverted and shy, for real. So if I see you and I think you fine, I can't say nothing to you. I'm for real.
You gotta walk up to that nigga like you stepping, big stepper.
And which I probably need to.
Yeah, come on, bro.
And I've came
all that personality, all that come on.
Now, so how about you? Have you been on dating apps before or against them?
Yeah, for sure. I'm not against anything. You got to do whatever it is you got to do.
Right.
Like, what is it? New challenges create new problems. You know what I mean? Like, and new solutions. You know what I'm saying? So it's a new solution to whatever it is. People are moving and shaking. They're glued to their phone. People are walking around, you know what I'm saying, the streets, and they're not even looking up no more.
Right.
You could walk past a beautiful woman, not even notice her. I'm not. But you could. You know what I'm saying? You could, because niggas be glued to their fucking phone. Yeah. But to say, like, I'm for whatever it is you need to do to find happiness.
Absolutely.
Period, bottom line. Whatever it is you need to do and you ain't hurting nobody else.
Right.
Do it. You know what I'm saying? Now, for me, I've only been on one dating app. I've heard of the POF, the Plenty of Fish. I heard of the black thing. This
Be okay. Yeah.
Yeah. There was a girl that I was friends with down in Nashville, and she was telling me about it. But if she was telling me about it, I knew it wasn't no good. You know what I'm saying? Just I might have judged her.
Yeah.
I might have judged the whole platform, but also it's about the source that it comes from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
Like sometimes the information you get, it can be good information, valuable. But if it comes from the wrong source, you look at it a little more skeptically. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga janky as hell. Move off the bam. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga told me to invest in the goddamn hand sanitizer before the pandemic came, but he was smoking crack 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Type. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna rock it.
See, I'm against dating now.
You didn't even let me finish my little.
Oh, shit, my bad.
You ain't let me.
Dre was ready to go.
He's low key. Why you? Go ahead, bro. Why you
so against? Go ahead.
Tell your side, Dre, because you want to say it.
Because you want to get it out.
No, all right, cool. I'm against the motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you why. So you asked me before.
Who hurt you?
No. You asked me earlier. You said, have I ever been on one? For like 2 hours. So look.
Which one was that?
It was Tinder. It was a while ago.
Oh, you was looking for some ass.
Tinder is horrible. Let me just say real quick.
You was looking for some ass.
And here's the thing.
Yeah, you was looking for some ass.
I didn't know, and a lot of people have said this. Tinder is really a hookup.
Okay.
And I never knew that. I never knew that.
I
didn't know that.
I
And then when one night, oh, can you send me some pictures? I'm like,
Word.
what? I just want to talk to you. Like, I did not know.
No.
So somebody I know who didn't really get too many women, he was like, he was smiling on his phone. So I'm like, nigga, what did you smile for? He's like, nah, I'm on Tinder, nigga. I'm like, what the fuck is that? He tell me what it was. So I get on there for like, I kept saying it was for desperate people at the time. So I get on there.
So you looked at him was like, if this nigga getting action.
No,
I know I can get some action.
Listen. He wasn't getting no action.
Jerry.
He wasn't getting no action.
Yeah, Jerry.
He wasn't
I
getting
know
no
you, nigga.
No,
I know your time.
he wasn't getting no action. So that's the thing. He wasn't getting no action. So one day I'm like, let me just see what this is about. I get on that shit for like 2 hours. I thought it was for desperate motherfuckers, but I seen like so many people in Pittsburgh that I knew on it. I'm like, damn.
Right.
And people who I know are not desperate. So I'm like, damn.
Right.
Everybody on this shit. But I'm looking at it like, yo, this is pre-pandemic. I'm like, I don't have to meet nobody often. Why the fuck am I on here? So I got off.
I tell you what, hold on, not to cut you off. The way I use a dating app, I've only had the one, the Bumble.
Yeah.
But you can turn it off and on
Yeah,
whenever you
What
want.
you mean?
Like you can show that you're available, or
Yeah.
you can turn it off.
Yeah.
I use mine like when I'm traveling.
A lot of people do.
When I'm traveling,
and I do that too.
Yeah.
I was just in
Nah,
DC,
nigga.
and I did that too. Like, you know,
Well, I'm a
set
man.
your
I don't know.
preferences.
I think here's my thing with it. I feel like pre-pandemic, like I was completely against it. Now after the pandemic, I'm not gonna say that it's desperate. I feel like there are people it can be beneficial to. I know somebody who met their fiance on there.
And
so
there's a lot of success stories with dating apps, and that's why I got on them.
and see, I feel like after, especially when everything was shut down, a lot of people weren't out and about meeting people, so that might be your only way. I get it, and I'm not saying
And you can control where and when you meet them.
I'm not saying,
especially for women.
Yeah.
That's good for
key.
women.
Yeah,
Like I
like,
can meet you at a public place,
Absolutely.
Mr. Crazy.
Yep.
You gonna meet me at the mall cafeteria, whatever it is.
We'll meet you right at the mall.
At the
food court.
called the Sabaro.
Shit,
We gonna split a slice, nigga. We gonna split a slice.
With that Japanese food, we can have a nice little time right there in that food court. You want to catch a movie after? We could go right down the mall. You know what I mean? Like, we right there.
And don't recline your seat, nigga. I gotta see your hands. I gotta see your hands at all times. Word. I'm sure.
Don't try to
Don't
shit with me.
nah, nigga.
No.
Well, you ain't on that
But
time.
see, I
baby.
feel like, like I said, post-pandemic, I can see why people would do it. But to me, when shit opened back up, like, why? And I feel like there's so many other avenues and ways to meet people. Like,
Right.
I don't
Like
go, I don't go out as much as I used to, but like,
You ever been speed dating?
I don't
Remember
do- I
speed
don't
dating?
do that shit.
Mm.
But
That was the apps of the
That's
past,
true.
where
That's
people
true.
would come, singles would
dating.
come, and they'd have their
That's
5
basically the same
minutes,
thing.
and you
But
go around.
I feel like
catch a vibe.
I feel like it can be like, in the climate we're in, you know, in this era. I feel like it can be dangerous for a lot of women because, like, y'all
I
have
just told you how she
yeah,
get
that's-
avoid.
that, but still, that's a lot of. I feel like it's a lot of pressure on women. I rather, and to me, I feel like dating apps to me is too contrived. It's too forced. We're like, I'm not saying because. One time I said, hey, I'd rather meet somebody out, like, it can be, you don't gotta be at the bar, it could be at a cookout, it could be church. And somebody said, well, you can meet crazy people online or offline. That's
Right.
true. But you get a better vibe of what that person's like when you meet them in person. Like, if I'm at a cookout and there's a girl, I'm like, yo, she kind of odd. And it's my friends, like, oh yeah, she cool, she this, she that. You should talk to her. And I get a better understanding of what she's like up close and personal, where you can be talking to somebody for a month
Right.
and really not get a good idea of what they're like. And I think people act one way, like you said, on the phone, act way different in person. They may not be showing you
that's
what they
true.
really are.
That.
And you might, let's say you in a bar, just, you know, for the sake of argument, and this dude trying to talk to you, and you like, oh, you found him attractive, you think he cool. Next thing you know, you see him threatening somebody. And he like, yeah, nigga, I'll shoot you. You know what? I'm like, oh, maybe I should leave this nigga alone. I don't even, so before you can even text this dude, you're like, nah, I'm cool off that.
Right.
Where you can be talking to a whole killer for a month and not even know. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga, you know, he sound a little crazy to me.
He sound a little, he was very crazy. And you know what? I ain't never been so, you know, scared in my life meeting up. I mean, I get a little anxiety sometimes, but after a while it goes away. But you got to understand where I was at. I was in a whole other city, even though it was 2 hours away, but I was 2 hours away from home.
And that's risky too. If I wasn't a dating app, nah, motherfucker, you gotta be from Pittsburgh. I gotta have some motherfucking mutual friends because I'm gonna ask, but you know,
Yeah.
where's she from? What's she like? If we don't have no mutual friends, I don't know nothing about you. And say you live in a different state.
Yeah.
That's a huge risk.
I kind of feel like that's weird.
How?
Why are you asking about if you're interested in this woman?
Okay.
Why are you asking Joe, Dick, and Harry about
I'm
this woman?
I'm gonna tell you why.
You go
I'ma-
talk to
but-
her.
but-
You
but-
find
but-
out for yourself.
Yeah,
man.
that's true. But okay, let's just say we got like 20 mutual friends.
Okay.
And 3 of them are close friends of mine.
Mhm.
And I don't know her. Yeah, I'm gonna ask my nigga, yo, you know so and so?
Oh, yeah,
Yo,
of course.
yo, I'm not if he say, yo, I think she's weird, that's not gonna stop me if I'm already feeling the conversation. No, that's his opinion. But I think especially with females, if and every female's gonna do that, if you meet this dude and y'all got like say it's on Facebook or Instagram, and y'all got 20 mutual friends, and 2 or 3 of them is friends you're tight with.
Right.
You don't know this nigga. You're gonna ask him like, yo, who is this dude? You know him? What's he like? What is she like? Yo, he used to beat his ex. And I heard this nigga be doing this and doing that. You might want to leave that alone. And that's somebody you value their opinion. You might be like, oh shit, maybe I should leave this person alone. But say they're like, girl, he's this, he's cool, he got his own business. You might feel a little more confident and secure with going to go meet this person. You know what I'm saying? So that can help.
Now, the context of the person you're asking about, right? Say they did bad things before. And then, you know what I mean?
Like reformed afterwards.
I'm talking about currently.
Where does his last girlfriend, was 10 years, 15, 5 years?
Okay.
Is he reformed? Did he get help? Did he go to
That's
counseling?
true.
Did he go to jail for it?
Okay.
Did he do any, you know what I'm saying? Did the
Right.
girl,
Okay.
was the girl a hoe before? You know what I'm saying? High school, who out there? And then, but now you know her home situation.
I'm gonna ask you
I
something.
know a lot of hoes that were hoes.
I know
But now today they're upstanding.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I
Like,
know
that's
I'm
what
gonna ask you a question.
and then-
they changed their life.
Yeah.
They reformed.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question.
For real.
Since we talking about hoes, I'm gonna ask you a question. So
Yes.
it depends.
I'll
Like I
take
said,
what? Oh.
before we get to the hoes, I didn't hear what you said. Before we get to the hoes, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna tell you something. This is the reason why. It depends on what you're asking. Because if somebody just say, "Oh, they're weird," or "I don't fuck with them," that's one thing. That's your opinion. But if a nigga told me, "Yo," say it's 4 or 5 niggas, "Yo, she was just burning 2 months ago."
Okay.
I don't even want to risk that. I'm like, I'm gonna leave that alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then you talking about hoes. Okay. So yeah, people can change. You know, I'm not against that. She was a previous hoe in high school.
Right.
I wasn't even around her at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She could have got her life together. But say for women, say they said, yo, he raped this girl, he did his time.
Mm-hmm.
That might not even be a risk she's willing to take.
Right.
Because yeah, he did his time, he may, be a different man. But do you really want to take that risk? You know what I'm saying? Or say, she's like, he beat up every girl he's been with, and then you like, oh, you talking about so-and-so had the black eye. You might not even want to take that risk. You know, like, yeah, he may change, but change for somebody else. Get your life right for somebody else. Mm-hmm. And to me, I don't think nothing's wrong with that. Especially with today's climate where you got people kidnapping, sex trafficking, all that. Women really got to be careful. I think women shouldn't even be on social, should be on dating apps because these niggas nowadays, like, you don't know what the fuck they be on.
All they would know is your face and what city you're in.
But if you
that would be it, as far as women and men.
But
Like,
say you go meet the nigga, and then you like your works is going, and you invite him over one day, and you don't know this nigga's like this, and he's putting on the front, and now the nigga got your address, he got your number, he know your name, and sometimes some weird ass niggas, that's all they need.
But now, what part of personal responsibility and accountability as adults, just fuck men, women, whoever, what type of person, you know what I mean, accountability are you taking? Because I'm not bringing nobody to my home. I buy hotels a block away from the crib.
That's a great idea.
I'm not against meeting people from other cities, but my personal preference is meeting them in person. Whether it's a bar or a club, it's a goddamn picnic. I'm not trying to take that risk.
But what you're saying is it's different for men and women, which I agree.
I feel like it's more dangerous for women, but to me, I think as a whole, me personally, I'd rather meet somebody in person. Just the vibe is different.
You're gonna meet them in person either way, either now or later.
Right? Yeah, but like
you're gonna meet them.
I think people have put this stigma on dating apps, like, oh, you look desperate, or oh, you're lonely, or you can't be nobody else. People are on dating apps for different reasons. Like, yeah, you might be a traveler and you want to know more about the city. You want to link up with someone at a Dave and Buster's or a mall, whatever. Yep. It's okay to be on dating apps. Yeah, I ain't
say it was wrong. It's just not for me.
Right.
It's not for me.
People are on it for different reasons.
Let's ask this. How's it working out for you so far?
Shit, nigga, I'm good. You don't find love, love finds you.
Right.
And it feels too contrived where it's like...
But it can find you on a dating app.
They could.
It can, but I'm like, people be trying to force it. Like, I've seen on... somebody I know found a girl on some little website or some little app.
But on the Bumble, and the men don't. We can't pursue a woman. But it has to be the woman coming to us.
Well,
so you can make make one, nigga.
I'm good.
And you make one. Just how Jerry was saying about like she doesn't go talk to the dude in person who walked the band. That's the same exact shit. That's the same thing because she would have to come to you.
You better go to the bar and be like, talk to me. I talk back. Nigga gonna talk back. Try that one day.
Yes, I gotta try.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Try that.
Don't say that.
Don't say no.
Try it. I mean, it can't hurt. But here's my thing is this. I just feel like nowadays people are just like searching for love in all the wrong places. That's just me. And I feel like
it could be in the wrong place in the bar too.
The church could be the wrong place.
Exactly.
It could be, but see me, instead of me wasting 3-4 weeks getting to know them, I'll see right up in front of center. Nah, I'm cool. Nah, I'm good.
Are you wasting your time? Would you really feel like
you're
wasting
your time?
How many niggas was she talking to though?
Well,
if you're talking to multiple people on this dating app, you can filter out.
So have you found your husband on Tinder?
Or
no?
Nigga, did you find your wife in the streets?
You don't know that. See,
Where's she at? Where's she at?
I'm not looking, nigga. I'm not looking.
You're not looking.
You can find your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend anywhere. It could be in the streets or it could be online. It doesn't matter where.
I'm gonna find my bitch in the pub.
A lot of people find their love interest anywhere. It doesn't matter where.
But here's my thing though. It's like, so I'm just, like I said, I ain't against the shit. I just rather meet somebody in person.
You just said you were against it.
No.
You did say you were against it. You did. Well, at least on a dating app, I can set that preference to no kids. I can't set the preference in the bar.
Yes, you can.
I don't know if he doesn't have kids.
I'm gonna go up and say,
and it's easier. It's low key easier to lie in person because I can show you shit in person and you will believe it.
Motherfuckers get live on
social
dating apps.
What, you thought that was my car out there?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that is my car. That shit hard, ain't it? Yeah, nigga. But nigga, I could have rented some shit and been like, God damn, that nigga Tone, woo. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas will do that.
Yeah.
Okay, you ain't gonna get catfish in person.
That's
the ultimate lie.
But now
you worried about
no, but I'm saying, you talking about lying, that's the ultimate lie.
Right, people do catfish, but now on these dating apps, if you don't want to exchange your number, you can video chat them right there on the app.
Yep.
So I don't mind if the vibes are right, I'll give you my number. You know, and I have an iPhone. We can FaceTime. Even for those who don't have an iPhone, I have Google Duo. There's WhatsApp. There's different ways. You know.
2023, Dre. You got don't be one of them old heads. Talk about
but,
back in the day, in my day.
Sending.
But when's the last time you sent a letter, a note, something through the mail, postal service?
Stop.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you talking about.
I feel like so many people I know who've been on dating apps. It's like it just feels too forced, and it feels like you're like trying too hard to find love. And so it's like they marinate and just naturally just happen. where if I'm at a bar and say I'm not even looking for no female, or fuck the bar. Say I'm
going to Taco Tuesday. Chill.
Yeah, or they still be a bar, but say I'm at fucking a friend's house and I'm sitting there and I'm having a conversation with a woman. I'm like, damn.
That shit could get messy too, because you don't know who girl that is.
No, okay.
At your own
okay. But say
it could be one of the
Say he had to get together. He invited a female friend. She brought her homegirls. We sitting there, we talking, and I'm sitting there like,
think about it, Dre.
We are grown now. Let me finish.
How many women are really coming to these kickbacks that don't have niggas? Keep me friendly, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're not.
You single. Say you got 3 single friends, and y'all all coming. It's the game night. Y'all ain't trying to find fucking love. Y'all just trying to have fun. And see, that's the thing is, people be on dates looking for love. Say I'm at the bar, I'm at a get together. I'm not looking for the shit. I'm talking to a girl, a female, and We just vibing. I'm like, yo.
Well, not everyone on dating sites is looking for love.
Well, either you looking for something, you
Yeah.
looking to
You
fuck
looking
or love.
Love,
No, actually,
friendship.
you looking for something.
I look for someone to guide me through the city.
That's true.
Whatever
That's
city, whatever
different.
city
Yeah,
I'm in.
that's different
People
though.
on dating
That's
apps
Like
like
I go
confusing.
through,
That's
and
different.
I've met good women.
But 90%
I've
of
met
people
cool
on
people.
dating apps, they looking for love or they looking to fuck. Let's be real.
I've heard and seen people who've met their husbands.
You can, but you can, but I wouldn't like that. Wouldn't be the end all be all.
It's not because we're still living.
Right.
We still getting up, going to our jobs.
Who's to say I might meet my husband tonight when I go
Goddamn.
out? I don't know.
I hope
Goddamn.
you do. I hope you do. 'Cause I
Wearing
wanna
those
go take her.
jeans. Hell
I
yeah,
might,
you are.
I might meet my man as soon as I leave her. I don't know.
I hope you
I don't
do.
know.
I hope
You know
you
what I'm
do.
saying? It doesn't
I
matter.
hope you do, 'cause
I
want
wish
you
y'all
on
could see
Tinder.
her pants.
Stand up.
She gonna catch her
I'm not
one.
standing up.
She gonna catch her one.
No.
She gonna catch her one.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, you might
It's all
be
about
you might meet your man. You might meet your man.